Okay, hello everyone and welcome to the video on demand or the live stream if you're watching this now for Once Human, a new free-to-play open world game that came out yesterday. It is free to download on Steam. It's coming to mobile at a later date, I believe. I'm not sure if we already have a release date for that, but at the very least you can play it now via Steam on PC. It's a very interesting game with some really cool ideas. Yeah, even though I already played quite a bit of it, we made 2 videos on the channel for it. Like, this is of course the full release version that we're going to be playing right now. So that's going to be a little bit different. And I've also reset my progress. So you're kind of seeing the bare bones start here. Hey bro, good to see you. Thank you for joining. And hello everyone as well. Good to see people joining the stream. So this is a open world. It's sort of a survival game. It has survival elements, but that's not the only thing you'll be doing. Far from it, actually. But right now, since I barely started, I do need to build some things in my base here. This is going to be very useful though. We want this, and we need ingots for that, so we need to build a furnace. So let me do that straight away.
Use the furnace.
Cool thing, by the way, is you can build your base pretty much anywhere
for advanced items.
with a couple of restrictions. Like, you can't build it in the middle of a road. As you can see, also people have been busier than I am and have been making proper house, so you can do cool stuff like that. But yeah, the main thing I want to do right now is just melt down some copper ore, and we need charcoal for that. In order to get charcoal, you need to burn wood, so we're just gonna I think it said we needed 10, because I want to build a machine which we can disassemble scrap, because once we can do that, pretty much everything we find is going to be valuable. Yeah, you can move it anywhere too, and it's like it has like a 10-minute cooldown, which is still very little for like moving your entire base. So now we can make 10 of these, and then we can build a thing. However, I do kind of already want to check if there is a fun place we can go to. That's level 11, we're not going there. This one looks more manageable, so we're ready. You know what, we can already go there. Because otherwise, you guys are only going to be seeing the inside of the base for the start of the stream. I don't think that's fun. So let's just go. As you can see, the map's pretty big. We're in this little corner, and we'll be unlocking the rest of the map as we play. But it's pretty big. Oh, hey, there's another person. This is a PvE server, though, so we can make friends. We don't shoot people on sight, because it's not a. There are PvP events which trigger PvE. No, that's a war crime. We're not doing that. Although it is good for food though. But yeah, we can enter other people's bases. Like, you can just see there's someone chilling here. It's Yuffie! What the hell? Hello, Yuffie. Got the last name included as well. Yeah, as you can see, you can just enter other people's places. You can't really interact with what they have. This is also a really cool thing. So there are these creatures that you can collect called deviations or deviants. And you have to build a containment unit for it in your base. And they can help you out with either base building or in combat. So right now I have a... Oh, right now I have nothing equipped. I thought I still had the red butterfly equipped, but I messed up somewhere. But we are going to a fun place because I want to show you guys some of the combat and exploration. Am I right in thinking your character is server locked? You can't hop over to join your friends or others? I don't actually know. That's something I haven't been able to test in the pre-launch version, so I wouldn't know about that. I'm sorry. The people who are asking what is this game, it is called Once Human. Oh dear. We have to shoot the deer. Because it gives us food. It's called Once Human. If you're interested, we already have an overview video up on the channel. And a tips and tricks video for if you're just getting started. Also, one of the tips we gave in that video that I will reiterate here is every time you see this material, you want to mine it. Because this is sulfur, and sulfur is one of the key components needed to craft gunpowder. And gunpowder, of course, is very useful for crafting ammunition for firearms. So you want that. Any vehicles? Yes, actually, as we'll continue with the main quest a bit, because this is very much the start of the game that we're at right now. But very shortly after starting, like I think we need a couple of more objectives, you'll get a motorcycle that you can just snap summon anywhere you are. So that's really useful. Okay, so now we've reached one of these areas with this little icon. This means there's a rift anchor nearby. And that usually means more enemies, but also you can find some cool loot here. As you can see, some extra objectives have also popped up in the top of our screen. So we're going to be doing that. What's really nice about the crossbow in this early zone is that headshots are one-shot kills and you actually recover ammo. So you can see in the left, if I walk over to the body I killed, I get the ammo back. So ammo economy is going to be a bit more difficult in the beginning because you need to craft it yourself. So having a weapon that, as long as you keep hitting your shots, is a one-shot kill and has infinite ammo. Like, even if you don't get a one-shot kill, that's fine too, because you can retrieve 2 arrows. I think. And let's actually test that theory. Yep. I think I got 2 back. Yeah, I got 2 back. So we're back at 61 again. I am missing something. Oh, there we go. So yeah, crossbow actually pretty good. Especially in the beginning again. But so are your melee weapons. And if I can kill this guy without breaking his head, he might drop the lamp for us. I don't know if he... Did you, buddy? Yeah, there you go. So that's also really cool. There are these special enemies that have this lamp. They use it as a weapon and it drops your sanity, which means your max HP drops. So that is not fun. What is fun is that if you kill them without breaking the lamp, you get to use the lamp as a weapon. And the lamp is pretty powerful. So, currently, apart from making sure we don't die, we want to activate this giant thing here in the middle, because that's one of the objectives. But the thing I want to do most actually is... Actually, I've changed my mind. I was going to say look for treasure, but 1, there's treasure over there, and 2, that's a fun encounter. Something fun is going to happen in a little bit. You'll see. Unless they changed it. No, they didn't change it. Hi, buddy. Alan Wake-ish? I'd say more Control than Alan Wake, although technically speaking those are now the same. But I'd say it has more Control than Alan Wake. Oh boy. That is a big storm, buddy. I don't want to be stuck behind this. This is not a great spot to be in. Yeah, maybe the crossbow isn't the greatest weapon to fight against this dude. Ow. That hurt pretty bad, actually, and I don't know. I have some antibiotics, but I would like more. We do almost have him down, though. Because once you destroy all the weak spots, he goes down, and then... I don't know how good the melee is going to be. And also, thank you guys for getting in the way. No, the melee is not dealing weak spot damage, but this part should be. Just hoping he doesn't get back up too quickly. That's not necessarily great for us, but we will manage. Whoa, 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 what are you doing? Ow. Just a stomp again. We got this, though. Oh, someone's actually helping? Yeah, there we go. And they have a gun. Thank goodness. Thank you. It's dead, right? Yeah, it's dead. There we go. Been loving this game. Took me 4 hours, but made a full lake house with garage and all. Yeah, the building's actually pretty good. And the, I didn't show that to you guys. Oh, nice, we got gloves. We got gear, actually. But yeah, to clarify, because I've seen Cyrus asking it a couple of times, I don't remember us mentioning it coming out on PlayStation. If we did, I'm pretty sure that's a mistake on our end, because as far as I know right now, it's only coming to PC and mobile. So yeah, also to answer Toe in Twitch chat, it is currently not announced for console. I might want to heal up actually, because I'm not doing great on health. And there's also another guy with a gun. Why does everyone have a gun but me? Looks like the first descendant. Oh, you... I don't mean this as like an offense, but you couldn't be more wrong. The gameplay is very different. Once Human, I'd say, is more Outriders, Destiny, something like that. Very much focused on the action part of the shooting. This is much more survival based and also has more of an air of like mystery and intrigue. Like I said, there are some elements here that will feel right at home with people who maybe played Control or Alan Wake or SCP or stuff like that. It's much more of the, what's the genre called? Fringe science. Also a great show, by the way, Fringe. With the late and great Lance Reddick in it. Always love that. So these are kind of important. These red chests are the mysterious treasure you can see in the top left of our objectives. And these will always contain a blueprint. A lot of weapons and gear are gonna be crafted. You will obviously, as we just did, also simply just find. I didn't mean to summon the bird. We'll get to the bird in a bit, because the bird is interesting. But, did we also find a new... Oh, we did find a shotgun. We just don't have any ammo for it, I think. We do... Well, what a pleasant surprise. Okay. So now we have a firearm. That's good. But yeah, what I wanted to say about the like the atmosphere of the game and how it works, it is sort of close to the first Descendant in regards that they're both like sci-fi themed, but they're very different. Ah, here we see someone using a motorcycle, and they crashed right into me. How rude of them. But they'll, I want to get one too. That's basically what we're doing right now, is I'm gathering the stuff to make my own. So we're going back to base right now. In fact, fun thing, you can always teleport back to base, so I should have just done that. Carter Phoenix saying to me it sounds more like the Division plus State of Decay. I think that is a much more accurate comparison. That is something that I think, again, makes more sense. Maybe Power Roll 2, yeah, because of the survival elements, and you do actually have pets. Yeah, now I can... Looks like the logging operation platform. So I have 2 deviants currently. And I'm gonna slot this one. And that also means I can take it with me. Which is gonna be really useful, because the butterfly can actually help you out in combat. It's pretty strong. But what we want to do is we want to build this thing here. This is a disassembly machine. And you'd be like, why the hell do you want a machine that breaks things? Well, all of the crap we just found,
for each task you
like jackets, a kettle, or like pieces of plastic and stuff like that, you can use all of that and create materials actually needed for crafting. So a lot of the junk that we find is going to be useless unless we have one of these in our base. So really want that. I fought a massive dungeon boss last night by myself. It took forever and was super challenging. Yeah, like the big bosses are really cool. I'm hoping we can get to one of those before the end of the stream.
So far, what we've
Yeah,
got
okay.
won't do much against
They're
those
basically
deviants out
having us
there.
do some very
We need proper weapons and
basic...
armor. There are some
but
abandoned
now we are
reserve
going to
facilities
an
nearby.
interesting place.
Maybe we could find
I
some
hope,
useful
I
supply
think.
crates there. I've marked their locations on your map.
I also need to keep in mind that we do need food. That means I will shoot deer on sight. I'm very sorry. I don't like doing it either, but it has to be done. It has to be done. Alright, we have more. I also want to gather some resources in the meantime. Again, you don't have to be as obsessive over resources and stuff as I am right now. I just know I'm gonna need it later. So instead of like hunting it down when I actually need it, I'm like, I see stuff I need right now, so I might as well pick it up. A lot of people building houses. That's actually really cool to see because the test servers I used to make the videos were less populated than this. So it's really cool like seeing the world and seeing a lot of people in it. I'm sorry. But yeah, just gonna grab a couple of things on the way. Copper, also a very essential or component, not research component, but just a component for crafting ammunition, so... Oh hey, look, that guy has a little deviant walking on the roof of his house. That's kind of cute. It's not free, right? Yeah, it is. You can just download it via Steam. And I think I saw Brock mention as well that it's also on Epic Games, so... If for some reason you prefer that launcher, you can use that too. Some more stuff to pick up here. Thank you very much, people. You've entered whose territory? Oh, but that's that building, right? I was gonna say I'm not stealing from people. No, it's the full game. The full game is free to play. There are actually, I don't know if I can find it already. There is a store. Like you can buy cosmetics. But the fact that I don't even really know how to find it, I think says enough about how pay to win it is. They very much stressed that every cosmetic that is in the game, or sorry, that there is no pay to win and that the only paid items in the game will be purely cosmetic. Oh yeah, we just need to loot the supply crates now. Oh, hi! Random people keep scaring me, I'm not used to it. It's also an MMO, like it's server-based, so it's not... I don't know how many people there are on one server, but there's a pretty big chance you'll run into someone, because it's also quite busy today. Because it just came out. Like, I love that disassembly machine because literally everything you pick up can be useful. So I'm just like, I don't mind picking up random stuff. Like, I just picked up a rugby ball and an alarm clock. And it's like, that's for sure going to be useful. Like, literally everything you pick up can be changed to a material that you can actually use to craft stuff. So that's kind of nice. Oh, hi. Wait, what? See, I am so confused. They're talking to an NPC. He was lurching forward. I was like, this is a zombie dude. Nope. Hello.
Hands off my stuff.
It is kind of strange that
You're pretty cocky
some of
for
your
someone who
protagonists'
doesn't even have
voice
a
lines
weapon.
are voiced,
Quite
some of them are
impressive,
not.
to be honest.
But yeah, there is also a like a story. It doesn't really get in the way of the gameplay too much, and like you can quickly skip to the dialogue as well if you want to.
I'm Mary. It's a good thing I met you.
But like you'll meet different
thinking
characters in
fellow
different
Mayflies.
areas. You even have
We
side
should
quests,
be
which can
able to
link you to
help
some
each other
pretty cool
out.
stuff.
I came here to investigate a deviation that's been causing issues.
It's called Once
I
Human
think it's
Blades.
connected to a recently reopened monolith nearby.
And again, if you're interested to learn more about the game, we have an overview that shows you more of the features and also like some more endgame focused things. We talk about that in a tips and tricks videos for if you yeah, want to start playing the game and want to have the best
Don't
start
tell me you're
possible,
going to try and
then
take
you can
on a
check those out
powerful
as well.
You're pretty inexperienced, aren't you?
Follow the glowing thing in that building and there's a good chest. Oh, you
I'm
mean
going to give
one
you a
of those sort
Use
of
it to
platform
make yourself
puzzles?
a gun. Trust me. You'll need one if you want to stand while you're
We already
doing
have a
that.
gun, lady.
I have other matters to attend to. Once you're done, come find me in Deadsville. It's the nearest survivor settlement. After all,
Yeah, I think
Two
that's where we get the
heads are better
motorcycle,
than
and then
one.
traversal is going to
And
be
I
much
know.
easier as well. Although that being said, there are a lot of
So another
you
Mayfly
can already see them on the
survived.
map.
Yet I can't remember.
These are teleportation towers. We need to
Memory's been
activate those as well.
Patchy
I
ever
mean
since
this
they
thing,
took
right?
Unlock Me, just to be safe. We better not share the
So,
existence
we
of
want
Mitsuko
to-
with that woman.
Trigger it,
That blueprint
and-
is rock solid, though.
then it should
can use it
move
to make a
somewhere
real gun.
else. Yeah, there.
Let's
So we
check
want
the
to
pneumatics and start by building a gear workbench.
jump to get that. Oh, camera not really working with us here. And now we have a chest. No, I don't want to read your message. I don't care about the message. I want my loot. There we go. We want to go back to our base, but luckily we can teleport. Oh, it's on a cooldown because we just did it. Alright, we'll just do some more exploring then. Let me see. Thanks for the tip, by the way, Musty. What game is it similar to as far as gameplay? I think that Carter over on Twitch still had the best comparison. Like, Division meets State of Decay. It doesn't have the shooting intensity of the Division. Because it's not like a third-person cover-based shooter. But there is a lot of loot and like higher level perks and legendary gear that you can combine. But also a lot is about survival, finding crafting materials, upgrading your base, stuff like that. What's your favorite game this year that you've played so far? Ooh, man, do DLCs count? Because then it's an easy answer. If not, either Helldivers or Dragon's Dogma 2, I think. Really enjoyed playing both of those. Oh, look at the little buddy. I don't know what he's doing. I need to get one for myself to figure out what they actually do. Yeah, Rust baby. Like, again, it has some survival elements, but as someone who's usually not too much into those, they're not obnoxious, and they actually kind of reward you for paying attention. So, one cool thing, I can actually show that. So, you have hunger and thirst, right? But instead of being like, oh, as soon as it starts to go down, you need to drink, otherwise you have all these negative benefits. As long as it's above 60%, you actually gain benefits. And the same for hunger. And then on top of that, if you top the meter up, so right now my thirst is almost full. So if I drink a little bit more, I should get a message saying fully hydrated. And that means I do not have to worry about that meter anymore for 20 minutes. So while there are survival mechanics in play, for sure, they also made sure that if you don't want to engage with those as frequently, there are ways to be like, alright, I'll just drink until I'm full, then I don't have to worry about it for like the next 20 minutes. And you also get extra max health and a melee damage buff. So it's actually pretty rewarding to make sure you just have some food. Which is why... I'm sorry, Bambi. The game was rigged from the start. Let's go back to base. I want to keep grabbing materials. Do you know how PvP works? Not exactly. I haven't played PvP myself. I did research for like the overview video, and what I learned is that there are, even on PvE servers, there are PvP events. So there's like a bus, and if you shoot it to stop, it will drop a couple of special materials. Everyone who tries to go for those materials will be marked for PvP. But you can be like, hey, I don't want I don't want this smoke, and just stay out of it and you'll be fine. Disassemble collected scrap. I mean, we already did that, but now we have more scrap, so we'll do it again. And we want to build a workbench, but I also think we just want to expand the base a little bit, because things are getting a bit crowded. So we'll just cut down some trees. A lot of XP is also hidden by going to tab V and doing the quest there. You mean the journey stuff? Heard that people can... I can't read the last word because there's a heart in front of it. Screw me. Oh, can raid your base and all. Again, I think that's also a special thingy where there's a material where if you take it to your base, you'll trigger PvP. But it's not... I don't think... and maybe we'll come back to the base and figure out that I'm wrong. That would be really funny. That would be content. But I don't think someone can just enter my base now and break my... my 3 planks and a disassembly machine. I don't know what they'd want with it either way, but I don't think they could touch it. Just a bit more of yield wood, so we can make a nice even square, because I like symmetry. I'm sorry. And then we want a supplies workbench. We want a... We can't build the gear because we need 30 copper ingots. That's fine. I do want to know... Oh, we also need charcoal for a stove. What also really helps with like the survival stuff, even if it's not really your thing, there's a very clear sequence of progression. So you're not being overloaded with materials, having no idea what the hell you're supposed to do. Alright, we need a lot of charcoal, so we're going to have you make charcoal and just cut some more wood. Foundations are all facing the same way. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at building. At the very least, it's a square. Yeah, you're right. It's very asymmetrical. But that's... the offset floor is intentional to create a more spacious room, I think. Just figuring it out. How's the game since closed beta? I think it's improved. Like, it's even been improved from the last press test I played, which was a couple of days ago. So, and then we need 30 of these, which is gonna take a bit. And we also want to build a stove so we can make food. But yeah, with what I've played so far, which is not as much as what I played from like the testing version, but so far I think it's better. Okay, and now the patient process of waiting begins because we need the stuffs. I should have done this in the reverse order because the charcoal is done much quicker and then we can actually make some food. And water. Because water is kind of nice. You could just collect dirty water, and if you combine that with wood in a stove, you'll get drinking water. What's happening with controller support? I'm sorry, I should have checked before stream, but I haven't. So I don't want to answer that question because I don't know. I don't have the information. I'm not playing with a controller currently. It should say so on the Steam page, right? If it has controller support. That might actually be... Might be able to check it really quickly then. Give me 1 second. It does not mention controller support. Unfortunately. Let me get back to the game. Yes, there we go. It's almost ready. Normally speaking, I wouldn't subject you guys to the waiting game. But this is kind of an important thing to make because it actually allows us to make firearms. Even though, I mean, we already have the shotgun. Just give me my stuff. Maybe I should also... Oh, no, I also need a workbench for that. We are also currently in our underpants. Did they keep the wish machine? Yeah. I think I just saw it in someone else's base. Oh, wait, look. Look. This is cool. So this is actually a deviant. Now, we already have the logging beaver, but we're going to see if we can capture it. We can. So that's very nice. And then if we build another one of those containment units, then we can also have the beaver in our base. And he can do wood cutting for us. But yeah, if anyone's wondering about the wish machine, again, to clarify, it is a free-to-play game, so the currency you use for it is earned in-game. But there is a sort of slot machine-like thing that you can build in your base where you can spend a resource to try and get legendary blueprints. So you can go out and loot them from chests. You absolutely can. In fact, we just did that a bit earlier in the stream. Not legendary, not yet, unfortunately.
Great, we can use that.
But
blueprint to make
alternatively,
both guns
you
and
can
ammo.
build a arcade machine in
If
your
you wanna make
base
ammo,
and
you'll need to
farm
do it at
a
a synthesis
currency
bench.
and gamble that away to get legendary blueprints, which you can then use to make very powerful weapons. But again, that is not part of the payment system. I know people get easily scared when they see free-to-play and then hear like, oh, there's like a gacha mechanic for blueprints. But it completely runs on in-game currency, so there's no way you can get an advantage by paying for things. No, I wanted to build something. I want to build a stove. We still don't have enough charcoal. We don't have enough copper ore. That's fine. At the very least, we have this. So what do they actually want us to build? Unlock, craft any type of weapon, pistol, SMG, shotgun. I mean, we can build the SMG. I'm a bit more partial to the... oh, you can build a baseball bat too. Might actually be an improvement on our melee weapon. But yeah, let's... I'm more partial to the assault rifle. So... And we can already build it at a higher tier as well, if I'm seeing this correct. Oh, no, we need much more materials for that. No. We'll just stick it to the base level. So the only thing we need extra then is, what do you know, more copper ingots. Game doesn't support controllers on Steam Deck, according to one's human Twitter, but they are working on it. So there's your update. It isn't working right now, but that is a feature the devs are working on. I hope that answers the question. We need more copper though, and unfortunately I found tin. Tin is very useful later on, but not right now. I'll just pin a new location on the map. We'll go there, see what we can find in the meantime. This seems like a good place to go. I want to shoot some stuff, and I want to show you guys some of the shooting as well, because we do actually have a weapon now. And we have the butterfly we can use. Can you interact with other people's bases? I guess if they invite you or something, like it does... You do see a pop-up of like, oh, this is this person's base, and then there's like an interact prompt. But I just went into someone's base and like I cannot interact with their deviations or anything like that. I also I might want to take some antibiotics because health is not the highest, and also eat some food. Oh, look at the little sheep. He's got a little sheep. And he's got music as well, and whatever. I want this guy. This guy is cool. He's got like a discount version of the AC Hexe logo floating on his back. That's kind of cool. And yeah, okay. I did not know this was a thing existed. But now I want... Can I pet it? We have won! That is a loud ass purr. I thought my cat was a loud purr, but this is like an airplane taking off. You can have multiple of them in your base. Alright, stream doesn't end until I have 10 cats. I'm joking, I don't know how long it takes to get one. First main objective is getting more copper though, because we want to build guns and shoot stuff. Because you'll need quite a lot of ammo. Not necessarily because things are bullet spongy. The bosses are a bit, but again, they're bosses, so that's to be expected. But mostly just because there are a lot of enemies. That has to be my favorite Twitch emote. Does that say? Yeah, it does say Bing Bong. Nice Smoking Slayer. Is that referencing what I think it's referencing, or is that just a coincidence? More copper, that's wonderful. That's alright. Even with that name, I wouldn't expect you to be. Yeah, it is really pretty. And one thing that I didn't showcase here, but I think you'll also be pleasantly surprised by, is that the character creation is pretty in-depth. So if you like want to tweak your character to the tiniest details, that's definitely something you can do as well. Crispy, downloading the game because of your stream, had no idea about this game. I hope you enjoy. And again, if you need tips to get a proper start, we have a video up on the channel with some like starter tips that might be able to help you out. Hi, buddy. I want to loot everything because everything is useful, because we can dismantle it. Also, cool thing, even though it's mostly third person, if you single press the zoom in, you'll actually go into first person. And that works with every weapon. So you can kind of play an aimed first person mode if you want to. I kind of like mixing things up. A little bit of one, a little bit of the other, but this works very well. That was just my aim that was bad, not the game. Ooh, nice. We got a vintage toy airplane. Some of the, like, bigger, if you find, like, a toy or something, will often result in a lot of materials from the, disassembly machine. What the hell are you fighting? Oh, you're a friend as well. I keep forgetting I have friends. They even help me find chests. This is a gear crate. Do you have pants? No, but you do have a scout jacket. We will be equipping scout jacket. So another cool thing is that every armor is part of a set. So as you can see in the bottom right, my face is kind of in the way, but I found one part of the scout set. I can find more by looting different camps and stuff like that. So for equipping one piece, I get plus 10% max HP. The second piece I find will give me 8% weapon damage. And then the one, if I find a third one, I'll get 20% damage from stealth. And if I find a fourth one, I get a movement speed increase and a stamina recovery increase. But yeah, for now, this is just stat-wise, it's better. So we equip it. Although I need pants. I need pants so bad. The drip is actually getting somewhere, and it's just me in my underwear. We need to change that. And I want to find the mystical chest, but I think I remember where this one is. They're generally speaking in, like, the larger central buildings of it. Oh, hello. They're generally speaking in larger central buildings of a place like this, and then near the top, so this leads up. You would say the red glow is kind of hard to miss, but also I'm terrible at searching. Okay, so at the very least, this is a weapon crate, which is one of the ones we want. And we found a recurve bow. Interesting. I don't think I've ever found one of those, but it is bound to be better than the crossbow. So if it also uses arrows, then yeah. How does this work? That's a nice scope, though. Does it have a range? Ooh, it's a satisfying sound as well. I still want to find the mystery chest, though. Because, as I said, the mystery chest is important. We want the blueprints. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so this is what mimic chests do. They scare you. And I don't like it. I forgot those existed. Oh, you got me. You got me, Gabe. That one's on me. But let's see what buildings haven't we checked yet. There are many people in this game right now. That's really cool to see. Again, that's not something I experienced when I was trying the game out. This is a kind of a big house that's still on the premise. Maybe it's in here? Or is this house just super closed? Yeah, this house is looking super closed. No. Well, there's something over here. Not what we were looking for, but we'll take it. Ooh, that's gunpowder. It's nice to already have some of that. I'm glad I'm not alone, Musty. That scared me too. I have been delving more into horror recently, but apparently not nearly enough to become immune to jump scares yet. That's another storage crate. It's at the very least some nice extra stuff for us to dismantle when we get back. Yeah, as you see, early parts are very much the sort of scavenging gameplay. Although you do get the weapons pretty quickly. I also saw someone bragging in chat that they already reached max gear level in like a very fast time. So that's really impressive. There we go, we found it. It was just a different rooftop. Okay, so now what's cool here is that we just found the blueprint for a weapon we already have. And you think, alright, now you have a duplicate. That sucks, doesn't it? Well, a little bit, but there's a catch. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so we found a blueprint for where is it? Where's the there, the blast suit frag. So we can unlock that now. Now we can craft it at a crafting table. But we can also, because we still have a duplicate, use that to level up the blueprint and make it better. So currently it's giving us 132 health. If we craft this item, again we still need to craft it. It gives us 132 health, 12 pollution resistance and 10 psi intensity. But if we then use the duplicate blueprint, I can't talk today, my goodness. Yeah, now it went up to 141. And the other two still stay the same. Still, it's at least a bit more health. So finding duplicates, not the end of the world, because you can actually use them to make the blueprint better. Okay, now I do want to return to base though. Luckily, teleports off cooldown. So we can just go straight back. Now again, it's currently not on console. It will be coming out on mobile later in... I don't want to say later in the year. I don't think they have a release date for it yet. But it is coming out on mobile. And if they do have a release for a date for it yet, please correct me. Alright, we have a ton of stuff to dismantle. Look at all those materials. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. And then we have charcoal, which is great. And we're immediately going to use that to make some copper ingots so we can make a normal primary weapon. Can we also still build a... No, we need more charcoal for that, but that's fine. I want to build a cooking aisle, because we're gonna need food eventually. And also clean water, and it gives us access to both, so we're gonna do a bit more wood cutting. What's the... There's something going on there, and I have no idea what it is, so I feel inclined to look. What the hell? There are bubbles everywhere. Why are there bubbles everywhere? Wait, is this the PvP truck I was talking about? Get close to the seed of life to obtain sproutlets. So this is PvP. Okay, so that's how PvP works. So now I have a sproutlet. Oh, it's when you pick up the jellyfish. Oh, I am so dead because I have terrible weaponry. No, let me fight this guy in melee. Let me at. Aww. So that's one of the ways where you can do PvP. No, we're not gonna self respawn. But I don't have a give up button currently. I didn't know what the trigger was, and then 2 seconds after it's like, oh, I guess it's the jellyfish, because now there are 2 people shooting at me. Should I? No, I shouldn't. Can you get me back up? No, he's still at PvP. Can I get out? I don't want to do this anymore. I am gonna kill this guy a second time though because it's funny. Bye. Yeah, I'm over this. Thank you for the kind words, Viking Lord. That's really appreciated. That's also a fun thing, like, there are many different types of activities and locations to discover. So I feel like every couple of minutes of walking, it's like you discover something, you're like, wait, what? That's in the game? I didn't know that. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. We want to build an assault rifle. We now have the materials for that, so gonna construct the separate parts, and then we're gonna confirm that we indeed want the AK. And then immediately after, I wanna see how much bullets I can make for it, because we need gunpowder and more ingots. Oh, we already collected quite a bit of gunpowder. That's really nice. We can make more, and therefore we shall, because it's super valuable to have gunpowder. But I also immediately want to make... We can only make one, oh, because of the ingots. So we need to make more of these, which we can't. So we need to make more of these. If you can't get into the Discord via the Twitch chat, or the YouTube chat, I'm sorry, Cyrus. There should also be a link under our videos. That might work. But it should work like Brock says. Have you discovered the massive walking house you get trapped in way up in the area? No. I've seen the walking bus. I thought that was pretty cool. You can actually ride that one. It like stops every so often and lowers down, and then you can get in the back. And there's actually a loot chest there. But no, I haven't. I have not been captured by the flying house. And considering what you're describing, I don't know if I want to, because it sounds kind of scary. Okay, we're not going to wait for 3 minutes. We're not going to wait for all of these. But I want to make some bullets, and then we can go out into the world and do some more exploring. I think we can technically continue with the main quest, because we did what the lady asked, and we made a gun. And that means we can get our bike soon, and then exploration will become even easier and more fun. So let's grab all of this. We want to make some ammo. And then... kind of inclined to keep the bow. I think the bow is pretty cool. What does she want? Craft any ammo at the supplies workbench. Way ahead of you. We're already doing that.
Good. I'm sure you'll need that weapon soon enough. Wait. I just noticed a
I am
teleportation
an
tower was
absolute
activated
idiot.
in
I
Dead
just
Zone.
made sniper rifle
Did
ammo
Mary do
instead
that?
of
We can use it to
rifle
teleport
ammo.
straight there. Open your map and try it out. Activating teleportation
Which thankfully we could
towers
try again.
will let us get to places
Copper
much faster and
rifle
avoid any
bullets.
dangers along
And
the
we're
way.
gonna be making 3 of those. The house thing is scary. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't want to get anywhere near that. But they have some really cool designs as well. Like one of the other PvP things that I haven't seen yet is what they call a star whale, if I'm not mistaken. It's this sort of flying creature that drops a material that you need to take back to your base and then refine it. And like during that entire process, you're tagged for PvP. But the star whale is actually like, it's an infected airplane. So it's like a Boeing that's being held together by like tendrils and stuff like that. It's really cool. Yes, thank you. So now we have ammo for the gun. And now we can we make pants? I know this is a silly question, but I want pants. Armor crafting, give me the pants. Can we make pants? Raid pants. Ooh, we need one more hide. But I think I just saw a deer. It left. It knows what's coming for it. We need one more hide and then we have pants. Most of the time the antlered deer have... Yeah, there we go. We can make pants now. Oh, that's not... It's the wrong workbench. Armor crafting. Make some pants. And I would also like to equip those right away. There we go. At the very least, the character looks somewhat decent now. I'm gonna hang on to these copper ingots because we need a lot more. It says transport to the base, so we will. So this is actually, you can see the bus I was talking about in the background here. That's a thing that actually exists. Like, it roams the world. We might come across it. That would be cool.
Good. You made it.
Don't wanna...
I'm guessing that gun served you
hang on the dialogue for too long. Mostly because I feel like I already left you guys in menus too long because I needed to craft some stuff. Sorry about that.
Either way, that merchant over by the old truck looks like...
Yeah, so this is to do with like seasonal realms versus eternal realms, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not exactly sure how that works.
Come take a look. Anything that catches... Wait, I've never seen you before, but my name's Claire. Claire Lay. I sent a team over to a place called the Rotten Manor 3 days ago to...
It's possible that they ran off with the goods.
Don't be so cynical. Rumor is the Rotten Manor...
Give me a bike. I think we literally just went there. Oh no, we didn't go to the Rotten Manor.
All I know is what I...
There's no
Good luck. I'll mark Rotten Manor on your map. Make sure to stock up
Which
on
server are you playing?
Alright?
EU6 from the top of my head. At the very least, it's a PvE server. That I do know. Oh, World 8, I'm sorry. It says in the top right.
And know the place for the first time. Through the unknown.
Hey, King Assassin Tony, thank you for joining. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good too.
Ah, a mayfly. And one who seems...
Do you know about a deviation affecting this area?
You've come to the right man. I am Samuel Lowe.
This definitely feels like our G-Man
phenomena we call deviations. And
mystery person.
You seek keys with which to...
Do you always speak in riddles?
I was merely setting the mood. The word... Now, you're interested in the deviation in... But the tower is locked...
Rift anchors.
Spot on. And
usually places with the heaviest stardust pollution.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to seeing what you
that's
can
where
do.
you
By
want
the way,
to
I wouldn't
enter.
mind
I might actually just speedrun getting the Rift Anchor so I can show you the boss fight, because the boss fight's kind of cool. Plan your next move with Mary. Mary! There you are. Why didn't you just stay with me? It was just literally 2 steps away, but that's fine.
Now that we know what to do, I'll find a way to hack into the monolith. Once you've activated the rift anchors, come... Just don't forget to bring plenty of ammo.
Well, we took care of that.
And one more thing.
There we
I
go.
have a motorcycle here you can use. That should help speed things up.
Yeah, so the thing with the motorcycle is you can get on it here, like right now. And I think you need to for the quest.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you need to pick it up.
Looks like it'll be fun to ride.
But anywhere you are, except outside of a settlement, if you just press G, you'll see the outline appear, and then when you click, it's like, bam, now you have a motorcycle. I'm pretty sure it's copyright-free music, but just to be sure, I'm gonna turn the music off. But there is a radio. Oh wait, we're literally going the wrong way. Where are we? Yeah, we are supposed to go here. Oh, you can do it both ways. That's why the system is confused. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, but now we're getting somewhere. And like, this combined with how many teleportation towers there are that you can just teleport to, even though the map's pretty big, you can get around pretty quickly. It's so cool to see that so many people are like building houses. It's kind of in a weird way adds to the post-apocalyptic element. Like, you can literally see people rebuilding society.
The Stardust concentration here
Yeah,
is off the
one
charts.
cool
We should
trick,
set up a campsite before rushing into
and
the
you
rock.
might...
That way we can recover more quickly. if
This
anything
is
goes wrong.
really funny. Because there are suddenly... these tents are all player-made, to be clear. This is not environmental design. And these were made by people because you get the tutorial here. But this is really useful. So what you can do is if you press T, you can make a camp. I do need wood for that, so I'm going to cut down a tree. You can make a camp, and camps are very useful. One, because they allow you to craft simple items. So if you run low on arrows, you can craft those at a camp. You can also do some simple cooking, so we can make boiled water here if we had the wood to make so. Craft very simple weapons and armor. But the biggest thing is that this also serves as a respawn point. Meaning that because we're entering one of those more difficult locations again, there's gonna be more enemies. But if we go in and die now, we can literally spawn right outside. We don't have to worry about anything. The only thing we need to do is run back in to pick up any stuff that we lost. But you can do that pretty much anywhere. You could just be like, oh, I'm gonna drop down a campsite here, and then you could use that to respawn. So that's really useful. I'm hearing weird noises, but I'm not seeing anything.
Too bad our team didn't make
Oh,
it,
they
though.
turned into peanut butter. What
Look
the
at
hell?
Substance. It must have come from that
Rift in
festering germ.
space-time. Hello! Let's use the butterfly on you. Please attack butterfly. No. We are not, don't want any of that. The butterfly broke his arm. That's great. He just got it back though. That's less fortunate.
There it is.
Oh, it's
The
dead.
rift
We're
anchor.
good. We're good. We're good.
Let's take a closer look.
Unfortunately, Tony, for the time being, it's only on PC. It is coming to mobile at a later date, though. And I don't think we have a definitive update on consoles yet. But so far, that doesn't seem to be part of the plan. Okay. Now we do want to activate the rift anchor
Nice
here.
and easy.
And
Well done.
when we need
I've
one
noticed
more,
some
and then we
other
can do the
strange
boss fight.
Stardust
I am
beings
quickly
elsewhere.
going to run into
All
the
similar to what
mansion.
we encountered here. I've marked their locations.
I was gonna say, why is my melee damage so pathetic, but I was using my gathering tool, not my actual melee weapon. This is much better. But I'm pretty sure the big loot is just in there, so we're gonna run in there and see if we can find some more nice stuff. Someone got the same idea. Got a nice jacket, but I don't think it's better than the jacket we're currently wearing. I want to go upstairs. Why would you dodge out of the way of my heavy attack? Oh, hello. Unfortunately, we made some friends. I want to get further up though. Never mind. There's another weapon chest here. That's great. With a torch. Which is a melee weapon that lights people on fire, as you might expect. But this is the one we were looking for. Cool. So that's a blueprint we got to craft our own revolver now. Two people stuck on the same staircase. Okay, let's go. Can we go back to base already? Yeah, we can. But let me actually check where we need to go. Because that rift anchor is active, that rift anchor is active, and this rift anchor is active, which means this is the only one that's currently inactive. We can kind of easily reach that from the base, so maybe we can make some new stuff. And then move ahead from there. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see. I think we're good on ammo for a bit. So let's just hop on the bike and ride towards our next objective. And again, that's literally just as easy as pressing a button, summoning the thing, and then you can drive. I will say it's a bit slow for my taste. But maybe that's just because I associate a bike with like extreme speed. And like this is much faster than walking. You can actually see the speed in the bottom right. Unless you use miles. In which case I have no idea how that translates. It's really something I should put more time in. Translating things like miles to kilometers and feet to meters or centimeters or... I don't like numbers, so... Any day not spent fussing over a metric system. You need to upgrade it? Oh, that's what the garage is for, of course. That's actually a really good point. That's something that I've kind of been ignoring, and maybe I shouldn't have. I don't think we can build one right now, though, so that's unfortunately not something I can show you yet. But there is a garage you can build, and as Gwen is saying, you can upgrade your vehicle there. Well, this is a bigger area for sure. So let's swap back to the bow at first so we don't waste all the ammunition. Oop. That sounded like you wanted to go boom, but ended up deciding not to. Thank you very much for not exploding, sir. Anything cool in here? a bird nest. Oh, hi. There we go. The bow is actually very satisfying to use. I like it. I like it better than I like the crossbow, I think. But this is not where I wanted to go. Let's at the very least just get to the rift anchor. Can you recover the arrow you shot? You couldn't in the pre-launch test. Maybe they changed it, but... No, so you do actually need to hit them. Otherwise it doesn't work. I have also hurt my legs, so I'm walking slower right now because I'm an idiot. So that's something we might want to fix, and we might want to start building a bed when we get back. Oh, someone's making friends. Let's help them out. Can I jump? Yeah, I can jump while the bow is drawn. I just need to get my timing right. Why are you running away? Or are you basically fighting someone else? No, we got it down on one. Where do I put the code to redeem it? Oh, you mean the code from the video? I don't actually know. Maybe Jordan does, but I don't think he's around. I'm very sorry. I was under the impression that it was just a redeemed link, so you press it and then it automatically happens. How's the game? Looking fun, but I'm scared. Of what, Empress? I don't think there's much to be scared. Well, I mean, there are some things to be scared of, I suppose. But we've at the very least discovered that you won't be alone. So that's a comforting thought. And we have another one of the headlight guys. Again, I kind of don't want to shoot them in the head, because I think if you do, you, like, by default don't get their head as a weapon. Oh, Brock has got you covered. Our wonderful, wonderful mod. So please listen to his advice and ignore anything I said. There has to be something in this, right? Otherwise it wouldn't look so weird. Can we get into it though? You would think so. Like if that jump works then. No? Yeah, there we go. No! The game baited me. Like you fought. Come on, don't drop me out. There's nothing in here? That's BS. I'm filing a complaint. Oh, we got another big boy. Why did you bring friends? We'll just let the butterfly out to auto-attack some people. And hopefully that will help. But this might be a bit of a sticky situation for us. I think we can do it. I just wish the other two would leave me alone. There we go. Screw you, buddy. That's much better. Thank you for the materials. That's really nice. Okay, now we can actually... I wanted to see if there was something cool inside of the building, but... depending on our ammo situation, maybe we shouldn't. I think we're still doing okay. Ooh, never mind. There's a red chest over there. We want those. Wait, it disappeared? Oh no, never mind. Yep. And now I'm just gonna get the hell out of here. Bye-bye! Seems like The Last of Us Part 2 and New World. I mean, New World I get because it's an MMO. Last of Us because some of the guys look like mushrooms? I mean, I get it. Again, I'd put it closer to something like Control or SCP. I need to heal up, by the way. I'm like running around at like a quarter health. It's not the best idea in the world. But now we are going to a really cool place called a monolith, which is basically the sort of end quest step for a region, and that leads you to a big boss fight. So that should be fun. So that's where we're meeting up with our friend. Right here, question mark. Again, everyone's making tents here because they're like, we're going into a scary place now and I want to be able to respawn. And
Nice
I get
work
it.
with the
I would
rift anchors.
absolutely recommend you
I
do the
guess-
same. Yeah, it was packing a minigun, so.
Sounds tough, but I think it was worth it. Each time a rift anchor was activated, there was an obvious...
Secret World is also, I forgot about that. Secret World is actually,
Let's go in
like, I
together
don't know
this time.
gameplay wise because I haven't
I'm
played
curious
it, but
about that
setting wise, I
troublemaker
think
inside.
Secret World might actually be one
besides,
of the
We're a team.
closest or best comparisons we've
I
had
brought
so
some
far.
ammo and meds for us as well.
Thank you for
Now,
reminding me,
let's
Crispy.
go.
I'd completely forgotten about that. So let's build a campsite. I don't think we have... No, we need some more wood. Only a little bit though. Sorry, banana tree. And it's letting us know that by placing this campsite, we're removing the previous one. But since we're not really using the previous one, we don't really care. I'm gonna... Got a couple more logs so I can actually make some food. And then I think... We're just gonna head into the monolith and see if we can make it to and maybe through the boss. Okay, let's make a lot of boiled water. There are clans in this game. I wonder if there are raids. I think what clans are for are like either clan v clan fights for territory, which was a thing I remember from doing research. And the other thing is that there are sometimes the large bosses you fight in those monoliths can show up in the open world, and then it's like a clan encounter. I'm pretty sure that's one of the main things that you want a clan for. I thought I had meat, but apparently one needs to go to base for that. We'll just... Oh no, never mind. That's... Juices is hydration, of course. We don't want hydration. We already have water for that. We'll just roast some berries. And then we'll drink some water to make sure everything's topped off. Because again, if you top things off, you don't need to worry about it anymore. Same with eating. I kind of want to make sure that I'm full. Because when I'm full, I don't need to worry about food anymore. And contrary to popular belief, not worrying about things is great. It is a wonderful feeling. Oh, we need to go all the way up. Might actually as well take the bike, even though everyone already placed their oh no, never mind. She's walking with me. I think I remember now. I'm gonna swap back to melee for a bit, because I think we'll be able to get by the first couple of enemies without too much trouble. An also cool thing, by the way, about the bigger bosses that we're like kind of making our way towards one now. They are replayable, and there's also a hard mode version of each one. So yeah, if you're like, wow, that was a really cool fight, I want to do that again, you totally can, and there's actually an incentive for you to try it again on higher difficulties, because you get better materials as a reward. Thanks for stopping and answering questions. You're very welcome. And about always knowing where to go. Like, we try. Doesn't always work out, but we try to prep for streams because we feel like then we can give like some extra value to it. Like, I've played the game, like previous builds, sure, but I've played the game for a couple of hours now, so I already know something. So that means that if you're watching the stream, I'm better equipped to answer questions. Doesn't mean I can answer all of your questions. I feel like there have been a couple of questions in this stream where I'm like, yeah, I should have looked that up, but I don't know. I'm sorry. But yeah, we do come a bit prepared, especially for this one. So it's not that there's like a super gamer instinct that I could just smell where the good loot is at. That's something that Jordan has. I don't have that. I have to work for that stuff. Speaking of control, I am kind of surprised it didn't one-shot him. Why does the game have mixed reviews on Steam? What's the main issue people are facing? Last I checked, it was that people were upset about the user license agreement. Generally speaking, when a game is like mixed reviews on Steam day one, it's because there is one thing that people are really upset about. And to tell you the truth, I don't really know what to tell you about that. Because at first phase it seemed pretty bad. Because people were like, you of course, as with every game that's online, you sign like a user license agreement where you're like, hey, we want this data from you, and by playing the game, you give us access to that data. And people who read through the document were kind of scared about what it entailed, but and maybe actually might be smart to link that article in chat, Brock, if you know the one I'm talking about, which you should, because I think you sent it to us. But there, like, I haven't read the thing, so I cannot tell you what of that is true and what of that is baloney, because people also like to make things up, and I've come to the conclusion over the last couple of months that people on the internet are very bad at reading. So don't believe everything anyone says. I don't know how well they've done their research, but the article I've read mentioned that some things sound scarier. Because they're based on, like, Chinese regulations. So, like, in China, you have to use government-issued ID to verify your age on the internet. So that's why they're asking for it. However, since we are not living in China, that clause does not apply to us. So I think a lot of people got scared because they read something that's really scary, and then, like, if you do a bit more research as to why those things are in it, I think you'll see that there are reasons that, like, don't really apply to you. But I would highly recommend, like, as always with things like this, I'd highly recommend do your own research. Again, Brooke has posted the article, so you have a source to start checking things out. Do your own research, make up your own mind. If you don't feel comfortable with what you're signing up for, then don't do it. I'll be honest, I'm a bit of an idiot. I barely ever read the user license agreements. I don't think many people do. And yeah, maybe this is a sign that you should more often, but after reading some more into it, I have come to the conclusion that it's not as scary as it sounds, but I would highly recommend that you do your own research on topics like this.
You're quite good at handling
But I think
deviants,
that's the
aren't
reason
you?
why it has mixed reviews, because other than that, I did notice some performance
I gotta
issues with the
say,
testing, but it's
you've
been
proven
much better in the
yourself to
launch
be a
version,
good
so I can't
teammate.
imagine that's it. I don't think people are already complaining about there being too little content, because the game's literally been out for 1 day. So that rules out the, like, typical live service game launches in 2020 something things that people get mad about. I'm really sad that that's a trend that I feel like when I say that people immediately know what I mean. Like, it's kind of sad that that's the point we've gotten to. Does the person with you do anything or just follow do? Oh, Mary isn't, Mary wasn't planning to contribute much today, unfortunately. So this is actually interesting, because I've tried teaming up for this a couple of times, but again, a launch version, or the pre-launch version, so not enough people. So now we can press a button and we can be like, hey, I want a rift space, I want the Ravenous Hunter on normal, and I want to auto match, and then I hope it drops us in a team with people who also want to do this, because that's the plan. Also, hi Badger, good to see you, thank you for joining. If this takes too long, I'll just jump in and do the fight alone so I can show it to you guys. Because this one's manageable. The second one is a lot more tricky if you're on your own. But this one is doable, I think. Yeah, okay, I'm already getting impatient. We're just jumping in. I'm sorry, modern gamer / degenerate mobile user cannot wait for longer than 30 seconds. Oh, it just says I rejected to join? No. I need to press the ready button. Otherwise it kicks you out of the activity you're trying to start. Just downloaded it and it won't start? I'm sorry to hear that. Like, do you have any idea why? I also saw people saying there are currently network issues, but I'm currently experiencing a very stable connection. Maybe the servers are getting kind of full and you have trouble getting in.
Tried to take what was yours.
There was a queue when I tried to get in, so the servers are busy.
Mercy, please.
Even without their submission.
With some very cool creature designs.
Still Legion.
Mass Effect reference. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm immediately throwing out the butterfly for extra damage. Oh, I don't know exactly what happened there. And then I kind of want to focus the arm because we can break the arm and then we get the minigun. Yes! The butterfly broke the arm and now we can pick this up. And now we can go brrr. Okay. Immunity phase, that's fine because I know what I need to do. So now he's gonna run because he's scared. And he's gonna open summoning portals, but since I already know they're coming. Nope, I don't want to get sniped. I would like to drop the minigun then. Oh dear, oh boy. Okay, I'm behind something. Going to clear. All good. Now he should come back to the middle. Please do. Hey buddy. And I can immediately throw this out of your head. Oh, that still hit. Fortunately, I thought it missed. Let me break the arm again. I would like another minigun. Oh, that's... No. Okay, you need to do some healing. You need to play a little bigger. It's taking a lot more shots now that I don't have... Oh, hello. That's not... Is that gonna explode? That looks like it's going to explode. I don't think the bow is doing the damage I wanted to, so... Let's swap back to the rifle. Okay, he did drop his gun, but he's also almost leaving, I think. Actually, no. So... Hello, thank you. Bye. Oh, you still launch the rocket and then you leave. That seems fair. Screw you and your immunity face, buddy. House, and we have 5 more bullets left on this thing. I'm not picking that back up. How is this one doing though? Better. And we can also send out the butterfly again, so that's great. Butterfly is definitely going to kill it. We can just sit behind cover and let the butterfly finish the boss fight. Still playing First Descendant. You're the second person today who's made that comparison. And I'm like, I get it, but also I don't. Okay, now we can capture the jelly bean, I think. Yeah, there we go. The jelly bean is actually really cool. Oh, we also got a new weapon blueprint for a better AK. And we can also use an item called a controller to get even more loot and get another longbow. Even after I just trash talked it. And now we go through the mysterious door to exit the dungeon. Look at the damage! What a gamer. I mean, obviously easy when you're also the only one doing damage, but still! I did good. Now we're immediately going back to base, because I want to show you what the jelly does, because the jelly's really cool. Let me... Thank you, thank you. I mean, I haven't posted my official MLG application yet, but who knows? Maybe soon. No. I want you out, and I want you in. And now we have the jelly. Can we also immediately use the jelly? Oh no, I need to sink it. Never mind. I'm silly. Yeah, then we need to wait until it's charged. Oh, I'm an idiot. There was something in the basement of the monolith tower that we just did that I needed to pick up for the main quest, but I forgot because I wanted to show the jelly because he's the best boy. Can we already mine this, by the way? No, it requires a more advanced gathering tool. That's unfortunate. Because tin's like basically it's the next tier of material, so you want to use that. So now we unlocked a alternative for the butterfly, which means that we can be like, hey, I want a wall over there, and now we can use him as cover. And isn't he just the cutest? Look at how determined he is to protect his overlords. He's like, no one's coming through me. No one! And then he's gone. Because he has an expiration date. I'm so sorry. That was much more violent than I thought it would be. Not really comparing, just wondering if you were still playing the first Descendant. Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood the question. I did actually play a bit this weekend, yeah. Because it's kind of something that's my jam. Like, I also really liked Warframe, and I think it has a lot of similarities to that. So, it's definitely something that's up my alley. So, yeah, I played a little bit more of it this weekend. Don't know how much longer I plan on doing that. Mostly because I have a backlog that I want to get through at one point, and of course it never does, but... It was a good distraction from the backlog, and that's a good compliment. I think that's always a good thing when you're like, oh, now I have finally time to play these games that I wanted to play, and then something else comes along and you're like, this is kind of good too. May I ask which mimetic specialization to choose? Oh, I don't know enough about those to give you some like good recommendations. I'd always feel that if there is something that helps you harvest more of a material that you know you're going to need anyway. Like, I think I got one very early where it's like, oh, if you mine, or if you gather wood, you get 25% more wood if you cut down the full tree. I was like, we're taking that, because we're going to be needing so much wood for the entire playthrough. It's so crowded here, man. What is happening? It's just like a festival, like Glastonbury, Pinkball camping site stuff. I hope the toilets are better. Because generally speaking, those are horrible. That's the true horror. It's the final boss. It's the Glastonbury toilet. But yeah, I need to... don't mind me just passing through. I forgot something in the basement. That's literally what it is, though. Do love the fact they can also just drive in here with my bike and no one cares. Surely this has to be one of, if not the biggest games of the year. It is very hyped and like highly recommended on Steam wishlists and stuff like that. The thing, I always think that if you want to make it truly big, you need to have incentives to keep people coming back. And like, a game can do really well and not sustain those numbers, and that's fine, but if you want to, like, I don't know, be nominated for the Game Awards or something. Not that that's saying everything, but say that's what we're listing as, like, peak popularity. I think they need to launch, and then like this needs to go over well, which I think currently it is. And as I said, I think it's a good game as well. So definitely the attention feels deserved in that regard. But they have to like stay in the conversation. They can't just launch and be like, cool, next update's coming in a few months, and then drop a trailer at the Game Awards and have that be it. They have to actively keep people engaged and keep them playing, and then it could be really good and could be really strong. But I do feel like what they're launching with is already really impressive. Like the map, I know I can't give like a good sense of scale, but the map is really, really big. The developer briefs listed it as being over 256 kilometers, which is bigger than Odyssey's map. And of course, Odyssey's map was also a lot of water. I don't think that's the case here.
This really means a lot to me.
This mysterious person is, by the way, sort of the catalyst for your adventure. So she's very much our sort of mentor, guide person, if you will.
The fluctuations in Stardust seem to have grown calmer. And
Master Elf, yes, this game is new. It came out yesterday and it's currently free to play on Steam. Well, it is free to play in general. Currently only available on Steam. But if you want to try it out, you can download it via Steam, via Epic Game Store, and just figure it out that way.
The more deviations we contain, the more the world will stabilize, and the more Mitsuko's power can grow. We still have 5 more monoliths to shut down. Until then, the physical world remains.
So that also tells us there are like 5 more of those big bosses that we just fought that you can refight and fight with other people as well. So that's also something that's really cool already. It's like 6 major bosses. And then you can also encounter those in the open world with like those clan events that I mentioned earlier.
But the Mayflies were wiped out by Rosetta. All because of me. I was too weak to save them.
It wasn't your fault. None of us were ready to take Rosetta head on.
Rosetta, by the way, is that's also unfortunate we don't encounter those in the first region, but there are more different enemy factions. So you also have like a bandit faction, and Rosetta is like the high-tech people who may or may not be responsible for the fact that things have gone to shit. But yeah, you'll also eventually end up fighting against like high-tech soldiers with stuff like riot shields and sniper rifles and stuff like that. It's not just going to be the spotlight zombie dudes that you see in this area. But regardless, I think that's kind of a good demonstration of Once Human. I think I'm going to call the stream there. Again, if you are interested in this game and want to know more, and maybe also in a more concise form, we have an overview video up on the channel, and we also posted yesterday a tips and tricks video. So if you already made up your mind and just want to make sure you have the best start, go watch that one. I want to thank you so much for watching the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed me showing you the game. Thank you to the mods for modding, especially during this stream, because we had some awesome Brock could fill in my gaps of knowledge so that we could answer your questions. So thank you so much for that. That's really appreciated. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. We'll, of course, be continuing making more videos. We have maybe a bit of an unexpected one coming out either today or tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And then, of course, as always, on the Sunday, we have the big news roundup video, which, because Jordan's still out of office, I'll be taking over again. So you have that to look forward to. And of course, way more over the coming weeks to come, because we got some big games coming up, even though it's a bit more quiet right now. So again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.